I want to first and foremost say, my deepest prayers for all of Oregon, all of the firefighters across the country, Canada, everywhere in the world that's facing the power of Mother Earth. I want to say prayers here locally for all those who had to evacuate. When you get a message that you have friends who had to leave their home and pitch a tent, it makes you realize that nothing is permanent in life and everything changes. Like the fires, how one wind can just change the direction of a fire. We also had that. My phone jumped from an alarm that I had set. So the intention of my life today is that may these fires be a reminder that everything can change. That everything can change so fast. That we're here this moment in time, even if we live to 100. And when you have that time, being very mindful and conscious of what you want your time to look like, what you want your time to feel like. And I wanted to share something from my book, Choose Peace. It is on Amazon. I'm going to close my eyes and see what page I open to. What is the message from my book? Okay, I want to read this as people are transitioning and possibly evacuating. I want to talk about the importance of our homes. And I closed my eyes and I opened to creating a sanctuary of peace is essential for the soul. Look at the ways that your home might be distracting you from dropping into stillness. Or honor how your home is holding space for you to choose peace. It's within the stillness that we gain the clarity and can listen to our inner compass to guide where we need to grieve, heal, cry, and laugh. What are the distractions in your home? What does it feel like if you live in a mess? When you are living in the busy, what does that feel like in your body? When do you use being busy as an excuse? As an excuse to not cultivate a healthy lifestyle and great nutrition? What is the impact of constantly watching the news on your parasympathetic nervous system? When you constantly have a blaring television, then what atmosphere are you creating in your home? What does it feel like when you have calm and quiet to write and to reflect? Thank you for jumping on. Thank you for watching. I just closed my eyes and I opened to a page in my book. Sorry, I'll turn for the lighting. And I came live and said, what's going to come in the moment? This is my book, Choose Peace. And it is available on Amazon. But more importantly, I'm just wanting to share content. And this one's about creating sanctuary. I'm saying a prayer for everyone who's having to evacuate and leave their homes. So I'm actually reading about the importance of what we want our home to look like and feel like. When your home is peaceful, do you have kind and respectful conversations? What do you want your sanctuary to look like and feel like? When you live with other people, do you have your own place of quiet sanctuary within that space to claim your quiet time? Do you have a safe place for you to drop into stillness without interruption? I'm sharing some questions from my book. I closed my eyes and opened to creating a sanctuary from my own book, and I'm hoping I'm going to be doing a lot of series with questions from my book, and I want to invite you to consider getting a journal and writing down some of these questions to really, really contemplate. Contemplate to move through a roadmap of designing a life that's going to bring you peace, because you deserve peace. What do you want your sanctuary to look like and feel like? When you live with other people, do you have your own place of a quiet sanctuary within that space to claim your quiet time? Do you have a safe place for you to drop into stillness without interruption? When you don't have a space of peace in your home, then you have a wonderful opportunity to set boundaries. What would it look like to establish quiet hours for your home? Example, no television or music after 9 p.m. Family and community living requires clear communication, expectation, boundaries, and ongoing conversations. Hi, thanks for jumping on. Where are you watching from in the world? Thanks for your kind comments. I eat super clean to answer your question. And I do a lot of yoga and walking and a lot of quiet time. That's why I'm talking about the sanctuary. When the barriers are addressed, then, and this is my book, it's on Amazon, Choose Peace. I just published it. The audiobook's coming out really, really soon. But this isn't about me selling my book right now. This is about sharing some questions. And I hope, this is me when I lived in Hawaii. My friend Kui's Ward took this picture and it was like the rainbow coming out of my hand. At the back of the book, there's a picture of me swimming butterfly, and it's like my spirit was captured on camera. Let me know where you're watching from in the world. And thank you for this moment in time. By the way, that big black thing is my portable sauna. I love it, love it, love it. So check in with your nervous system. Here's some questions for you. If you're watching right now, these questions are showing up for you. I closed my eyes, I opened my book, and these questions are for you. Let me know where you're watching from in the world. Here we go. Check in with your nervous system. What do you need to rest well? What home environment will support you to show up for work grounded, calm, peaceful, and refreshed? When you live in chaos, then you have a right to start speaking up and asking for what you need to create a sanctuary for the home you live in. If you live alone and you're already living in peace and quiet, then ask yourself, what can I do to deepen the peace of my sacred sanctuary? What would I feel like if I had a set bedtime 7 days a week? What do I want a healthy lifestyle to look like and feel like? Where can I improve my eating and my nutrition? What are some subtle shifts you can make to deepen your sanctuary of solitude and quiet? When we choose peace, then sometimes it may mean leaving a home. And I know for the fires and evacuation, the peace was, and I'm saying deep, deep, deep prayers. I have friends who had to evacuate last night. When we choose peace, then sometimes it means leaving home. My prayers for all the firefighters, for all who had to evacuate. Choosing consciously to leave can cause grieving, pain, and hurt for all involved. To choose peace means choosing peace over chaos. It's hard. There are relationships that just constantly create tension as much as you want them to move into peace. And sometimes even our relationships, we have to shift out of some relationships, and that can be hard. And when tension arises over and over and over, and it can't be healthy, it's important to choose peace, right? Choosing peace over toxicity. This is my book, everyone. That's me. It's not AI. That's me in Hawaii, on North Shore in Oahu. My friend Carol Louise took this picture. There's her name. I closed my eyes and I opened. So if you're watching right now, let me know where you're watching from, what country, what city, what state. Again, I'm praying for anyone who might be facing fires. And I'm just going to read a couple more pages and then I'll jump off. But please do let me know where you're watching from. And I closed my eyes and opened, so open the book. So I'm going to read a couple more pages. There's no accident if we're connecting together right now. Nebraska. Oh, my documentary, American Cowboys, that was narrated by William Hurt, and I co-produced, wrote, and directed with my ex-husband, Cedric Wildbill. We won the Great Plains Film Festival for Best Documentary Made for Public Television. So honored in Nebraska. I've been to Lincoln and Omaha, and you have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful state. Thank you for letting me know where you're watching from. My whole intention with social is to grow global community and connections, because at the end of life, what else matters, right, than our human connections? So thanks for letting me know where you're from. I'm in Pendleton, Oregon, and reading to you all from my book, Choose Peace. I said, what's this live going to be? And I closed my eyes and opened the book. So maybe this resonates with you. Let me read a little bit more. I'm having a hard time. I should have set my phone up, and I have it in my hand. Thank you for bearing with me. Okay, here we go. Choosing peace. Can you hear me okay? Let me know. Choosing peace over toxicity. Choosing peace over abuse. Choosing peace to rise up, to heal your heart. And ask yourself, what do you need to create a sacred sanctuary? What do you want your home to look like and feel like? What do you want to feel like when you walk through the front door of your own home? When you walk through the front door, do you experience a sense of relief from the world? When your home is at a place where you can ground and calm and anchor to your inner calm shoreline? You get to design the sanctuary where you can thrive and choose peace. What are your action steps to either declutter or set clear boundaries? When will you communicate clearly what you need to be calm? When will you ask others in the home what they need to have peace? When can you plan a circle share and check in on a regular basis with everyone in the house? And what are the boundaries you need to establish? Anyway, thanks for letting me share. I was just reading from my book, Choose Peace. It is on Amazon. I'll be doing more and more readings from it. So if you have a special journal next time you see me go live, please do that. So today I was talking about the importance of our home, the importance of creating a sanctuary. If you live with many people, creating a sense of space, a sense of calm in your own home is really, really important. And what can you do to create that space for yourself? Again, I want to say a huge prayer to everybody who is facing these fires. Honor to all of our elected officials who are advocating for increased funding from the OMB for funds. I saw Senator Merkley on C-SPAN yesterday requesting for additional funding for the state of Oregon. And it's not just Oregon on fire. We have so many places on fire right now. And I personally had friends who had to leave and pitch a tent and evacuate last night. And to my immediate friends, I'm sending you so many prayers to our country and where Canada and where all the fires are happening. And just such a reminder, right? There was a fire 3 blocks away, a home. I don't know how many homes were affected today in Pendleton, Oregon. I woke up to all the sirens, and we had a fire here in downtown Pendleton. So I'm praying that all those firefighters and rescue people are okay, and the people who were in the homes, I pray that they were rescued. That these fires, it almost feels like we're in an Armageddon in the state of Oregon and in so many places. And that fire reminds us that nothing is permanent, that with one wind, our life can completely change directions, right? And as Buddha talks about, like, our greatest suffering comes when we're attached. And the fires remind us to not be attached to places, to people, to things. That our internal liberation comes when we're not attached. Remember, it's in the greatest suffering. The suffering happens in attachment. So I sit out and I look at a rock out there on the river. And I watch the water flow around the rock. And I think about how we need to be both. We need to be the river, we need to be the rock, and that life is constantly moving. But the rock is grounded, yet it allows the flow of the river. Where are you stuck? Where are you stuck, but you need to let go and allow flow? Where you may be chasing in your life? Don't chase situations, don't chase people. Put things out there and see what flows to you in a beautiful, effortless, organic way. We do have to take action steps. We have to do the work, yeah? But what the fires remind us is that we also have to be flexible and fluid all the time. That we know nothing. We can make all the plans in the world, but what these fires remind us right now is like that. Everything can change. Anyway, thanks for hearing my live. Before I jump off, let me know where you're watching from in the world and what action step can you take today to create the day that's going to bring you peace, both professionally and personally? What's your soul needing today for nourishment? Bye, everyone. Create the sanctuary that's going to bring you peace.